I can't memorize all the questions. I'm gonna put that out there.
You're good, man. You're good.
McGuire, the
Yeah.
guy that is literally on every song of every artist all the time, just murdering with soul in his voice, and actually a very hilarious person if you have not seen him on Twitter or other social media. He's not as serious as he is when he's singing. How you doing, McGuire?
Thanks, man. I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
How was your set?
I think it went really well. I haven't seen much of it.
But yeah, so you were the one.
I was there. But I wasn't there, you know?
Yeah. Do you mean like in terms of like when you rehearse, that's when like you put all your, because when I do something, right, like even when I speak in public and stuff, when I used to do that stuff, I would memorize everything, and when I'm on stage, my brain was like kind of dead. Like it was
Yeah.
just me doing what I practiced.
I just black out for the
Yeah.
most part. I sort of go through the motions, and then like when I try to like think back to it, I can't access it. It happened. And so I just have to watch videos of it to be like, okay, yeah.
That happens to me too, and I feel like if I'm self-aware on stage, and you tell me if you relate to this, if I'm self-aware on stage, that's when I slip up.
Yeah.
Like, if I just feel it and I just go, even if I slip up, it doesn't mess up my energy, so I can keep going.
Yeah.
Versus me knowing I messed up, I think it's like a little.
When I'm
rocky
thinking
though.
too much, I overthink it, and then it's raps. It's raps.
Yeah. All right, so I got a question for you in terms of your own personal goal in music and your style, right?
Okay.
You are very versatile. You work with a lot of different artists and you just mesh with whatever vibe they're trying to get to. I want to know in terms of genre or even melodies and stuff, do you have a preference, like a go-to style that you would say when you're just doing that, you feel at home? Or are you just like good at everything?
I try to dip my hand into every pot I can, but I really like those like jazzy soul piano.
That's what I love.
That's my bread and butter, man. I love that shit. I love that shit so much.
Especially with your voice, it just meshes so well with it.
Hey,
Just
thank you.
hearing that, it just I just start resonating. When I hear that. That's how it is in the
Yeah.
reactions. I'm like, and I can't even react when I hear that because I'm just like stun locked. That's what I'm just completely stun locked. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, since you've worked with a lot of artists, who's your favorite one to work with? And it doesn't have to be in terms of result. It can be just like fun to work with, chemistry, whatever.
I love working with my friends, Aster and Wolf Boy. They're fantastic. If we're talking like bigger nerdcore artists, it's always a blast to work with DPS. That man is dedicated about his craft and is the process of doing a thing for.
Don't worry
You're
about it.
You're good. You're good.
Go
You're
for
good. The process of doing a thing for him is so much more involved than a lot of the other artists I work with. He'll, call you at all times of the day, all times of the week with an idea that you can sort of plug away at it to improve it, chip away at it. He's so dedicated, and it's like, it's a lot at the time when it's happening, but like I value it so much.
When it happens, you're like, you see the fruits of your labor.
Yeah.
Right? That's the thing that, to me, like I don't know why we're glazing DPS right now, but I'm about to do it
My
too.
goat.
My goat too. But what I see from him is like the constant need to just, every song, one thing has to improve. One thing has to improve. And when he has other artists on it too, I see that other artists level up in that moment. And then I see that level up retain itself through their own releases. Because honestly, you working with people like Rustage and DPS, that is what put you on my radar.
Yeah.
Because that's what I would see on YouTube. And then after listening to your stuff over and over again, and I started doing the batch reactions where I could essentially do any artist I want and just react to them all at once. I started exploring your music, right, through that. And I could see like the progression in just like everything, the vocals, the melodies were catchier as we progressed through time. And to me, it was just amazing to see. And I think that's like a thing about nerdcore personally that drives me to keep listening and reacting is, even though you guys release so often and I can't keep up with it, seeing that progression, that level up, it's like seeing a small team like in sports,
Yeah.
make their way to the top.
Yeah.
And that's like really entertaining to me. So shout out to you for just,
Thank you. Thank you.
leveling up and just getting fucking amazing.
Thanks.
Slight side question.
Okay.
Megan Thee Stallion, she released Otaku Hot Girl.
Yeah.
There's been some controversy about that.
Really? Okay.
Some people are like, oh, that's not nerdcore, and some people were upset about it, like not being up to their standards. How do you feel about the track, and do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing in terms of just like nerd music, anime, rap, whatever you want to call it?
I think it's a good thing, man. I think so many musicians are influenced by, what they grew up with, and they may not focus in directly on it, but like Denzel Curry will reference like Pokemon
Yes.
or Dragon Ball Z or like a bunch of other shit, and it's you love what you love, and if you're making music about what you love, like that's cool. And the Megan Thee Stallion song, it is a nerdcore song. It's an entire song about Gojo.
Exactly, that's what I thought.
If Fable made it, it would be a nerdcore song. So it's
Yeah, I agree with you. That's what I went with too,
Yeah.
because I mean, although the references are not at your level or
Sure,
like anyone in
yeah.
nerdcore, but you guys do this for maybe not a living, all of you, but a lot of you just do this over and over again.
Yeah.
Right? And you get those reps in where you can, get really good at that. Whereas maybe someone like a Megan Thee Stallion will focus on her craft a lot.
Yeah.
Outside of that, so when she dabbles in it, to me, I'm happy that she did that, and I would like the response to be positive in an
Yeah.
ideal world so that it could become more of a thing. And it's even good for you guys because the fact that, we start seeing this in mainstream, people might get recommended your music as well.
Yeah.
And then see you do it way better and be like, okay, like I like this music, discover you guys. That's my own opinion.
Fair
But
enough.
some people were kind of upset about it. And
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess I could see.
I could see
that.
some of that too because you put so much work into something and then, you put a lot of effort into the writing and then you see someone else have maybe a bit lower quality with the references. Thank you. And you get maybe a bit offended by it. I don't know.
Sure, yeah.
I could see that too.
Yeah.
But question for you. I asked this to Connor Quest. I'm
Okay.
going to ask this to everyone. Are there more doors or tires in the world? I hope you didn't hear his answer.
I didn't. There are doors in the world. Because if you think about it, there are four tires on a car, right? Still doors on a car.
There could be bicycle tires too.
Bicycle tires, yeah, for
guess.
sure. But, doors to every apartment building, every single. I think there are more doors.
Yeah.
I think there are more doors.
Okay. I think this is getting figured out way too quick.
Yeah.
If you would pick a food to describe you as an artist or as a person, human being, overall, that's a tough one.
Fruit to describe me? Or a food to describe me?
Food, anything.
Like a really, really ripe mango.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any reasoning, or you're just feeling a mango?
I'm just feeling like a mango today.
I think that happens when you just expend energy. You just want fruit,
Yeah.
potassium, anything. Okay. You mentioned, I mean, we talked about a bit of mainstream music, a bit of nerdcore. What drove you to nerdcore, and would you like to have music that's outside of it? Do you feel like sometimes you're boxed in a bit?
What drove me to nerdcore? Growing up, I used to absolutely love Dan Bull, JT Music, video game rap battles when I was a kid.
ERB for me as well.
Yeah, and I really liked all that stuff, and I definitely sort of fell out of it for a while, but I reconnected with it because I became Cam's video editor, and he was like, man, they're doing this thing.
He basically got you into
He
this
did,
stuff, right?
yeah. And as for the mainstream thing, I definitely don't think I'm boxed in. I think that we all have, at our quality, we all have a chance to get something. Like CG5 had a song that was like on the worldwide charts recently.
Yeah.
So it's like, if he can do it, it gives me hope,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, you've had some huge songs too.
Yeah.
I think that in terms of maybe when it comes to creativity, at least me personally, if I do like the same thing over and over again, I feel like I need the refresher. right? Like
Yeah.
I need to step out of it for a bit, take a break.
I feel you.
What's like your version of that?
What
Like
I
what do you do to like just
what I try to do is especially at the rapid rate that we produce content, I think the best way for everything to feel fresh is to constantly attack different genres, attack different sounds,
and that's
sort of push my own envelope as much as I can so that I'm not limiting myself and others don't, think that I'm like a one-trick pony. And so that always helped me is shifting gears to something completely different that I can hook my mind onto.
yeah, like something so it still feels new in a way because it's a
Yeah.
different genre and there's different technicalities when it
Yeah,
comes to it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a great answer. I think
Thank
I want
you.
to close that on to right there
Good
because
stuff.
I really like that way of thinking too and that mindset. Just constantly just pushing your boundaries and just not staying in that box.
Yeah.
Shout out to Maguire and shout out, go watch some clips of how he performed. That was so high energy. Him and Wolf Boy. Wolf Boy is next on this interview. But is there any music, anything you want to shout out at the end?
Shout out Shout out to my man Sad Boy Germ. I met him in Philadelphia. That guy can rap and make music. Shout out that guy. Check him out.
I knew something like that was coming.
Check me out if you want. Maguire music on pretty much anything,
Linking it in the description, by the way.
Yeah.
And I react to a ton of his music.
Make sure you subscribe to X-Phase.
Thank you.
Like, comment,
Subscribe. Smash that.
smash that like button.
Let me never say that again. Thank you.
Thank
man.
you so much, man.
All right.